I wanted to make a short video because I've noticed some hypocrisy, and that's what I do. I notice hypocrisy.
Do you also notice it in yourself and other feminists, or is it just anti-feminists and anyone that disagrees with you?
So I watched a video by Milo Stewart. Milo and I are acquaintances to some degree. I haven't really talked to him. We interact on Twitter, which is nice. I like Milo. He's really nice.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
My issue is when people try to tell other people what their identity should be and should not be, and I feel that's a pretty transphobic thing to do.
You do realize there are feminists and SJWs out there saying that there are more than two biological genders, right? I couldn't give a crap how somebody feels, but when they say biologically they are not male or female, that's when I have a problem.
When a trans person comes and tells you that they are one way or the other, and you go, I'm uber skeptical. I am skeptical, man, and no, you have not provided enough evidence.
Are you intentionally trying to be a jack? None of us have said transgender people don't exist. We're saying there are only two genders, you fucking idiot. Do you not get that? Male and female, that's it. That's what we're saying. We're not saying you can't be trans.
So Milo made a video recently where he apologized for some stuff and apologized for, I suppose, the rhetoric and the way that he has been going about presenting that to the the community or to YouTube or whatever.
Well, that's good. People that are overly dickish, asinine, or just straight up assholes need to be able to have the ability to go back and apologize for things when they do something incorrectly or something they shouldn't.
There was a couple of comments, a couple of the top comments on Milo's video from certain people, which I found kind of funny, and so I made a tweet about it, which I will read to you right now. I love how @gender thrash. Oh, I thought it was gender trash. Gender thrash. That's Milo's thing. Suddenly has support from transphobic pieces of shit because they now conform to their ignorant ideas about trans. There's a bunch of comments from there's Sean here. There's I was skeptic. There's Andy Warski. There's just these. That's the thing that fucks me off, is these people that are just transphobic as fuck.
Do you even know what a fucking phobia is? It's called an irrational fear of something. Just because you don't like someone, or the way they make points, or some of their asinine points that they make, or things that they say, does not make you transphobic, you idiot.
Okay, so this was the thing, is sorry, my mum came in before and she was upset because I was being loud and Matt's telling me to be quiet. June commented on my tweet, saying, me, as in her, skeptic, transphobic. She's upset because I label her as a skeptic and as transphobic. And then says, seriously, fuck off, dude. I'm done trying to be friendly with you when you constantly do this shit. And then she said, I've never been transphobic. I've always respected pronouns. The fuck is this bullshit? It pisses me off. He does backflips to hate me. No, I don't. I'm sorry. I point out your bullshit whenever you be bullshit.
When you showed her tweet about the New York Times, where in any of that could be considered transphobic? Nowhere. I have never seen her be transphobic. And I'm a subscriber of June's. I don't know her. I've never talked to her, but I have never seen her be actually transphobic. Not your overly liberal definition of the term, where it's anything that's criticizing anyone that's trans of being transphobic.
There's been a couple of tweets that I've retweeted from Shu where she's said some racist bullshit.
Yeah, we're gonna need to see those. Otherwise, I'm calling shenanigans.
Shu, she seems like a nice person. I'm sure we would probably get along in real life.
Not that you'd actually try.
But she holds some weird ideas about shit, and so I point that shit out, and she seems to be upset the fact that I point that out from her.
Maybe because a lot of feminist ideas are crazy too?
But I do it from most people. I do it from her, I do it from Greg, I do it from Chris Reagan, I do it from Sargon, I do it from The Amazing Atheist. It doesn't matter who you are. If you're gonna say some fucking bullshit, I'm gonna point it out. And that's kind of what I do on Twitter. I mean, that's basically the one thing I do on Twitter is just point out people's bullshit and laugh at it. So that's what I did here.
Do you also point out feminist bullshit ideas on Twitter also? Probably not. Right? I'm right, right?
And Shu seems to be upset by the fact that I've done that. And so she's blocked me on the Twitter. Hashtag free Mike.
Hashtag no, because she's using one of your guys' tactics against you. When you disagree with somebody, block them. And besides, in that picture, it shows nothing about you being blocked. It just shows the verb definition of shive.
Right now, I'm going to show you why Shu has in the past been transphobic as fuck towards, I want to say friend, but not really friend, acquaintance Riley Dennis.
2 hours later.
Neither of you are trying. What even are you? This is insulting.
One of them is clearly a man.
These are
One of them is clearly
these
a
are the
woman.
most not trans people ever, and they're together in the same video. They're in a motel.
He said he doesn't like wearing a bathing suit because people are expected for him to take his fucking shirt off. Don't you wear like a female bathing suit? You fucking trans liars. Look, the only thing they've done to transition is cut their hair.
They're not entirely wrong. I have seen trans people that look more like their chosen gender than those two. Because let's face it, if you didn't know Milo and were walking along the street and saw him, you'd think, hey, that's a girl. Because Milo is still feminine looking. And while Riley does have feminine features, she, they, whatever Riley's pronouns are, I don't know, I can't keep track. They still look masculine. Motherfucker has a bigger Adam's apple than I do. So, yeah, while the things that were said could be considered off color, they're not entirely inaccurate.